looking at a simple concept called isotopes. To understand this, let's take a look at the standard periodic table. We know that in a periodic table, every element has two numbers, the atomic number and the atomic mass. The number on top is the atomic number and the number on bottom is the atomic mass. You may know this already, that the atomic mass tells us the number of electrons and protons in the atom. For example, the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. It has 16 electrons and 16 protons. But do you think this also tells us about the number of neutrons? The answer is no, it doesn't. We know that as we go from left to right in a periodic table, left to right, the number of the atomic number increases, which is the reason a different element is formed. All atoms are made up of electrons, protons, and neutrons. But when it comes to change in what allows a new atom to form, then it would be change in protons. Isotopes are basically varied versions of an element. Isotopes have different number of neutrons. Suppose let's take the example of oxygen. Oxygen has 8 electrons and 8 protons. But there are different isotopes for oxygen with varying number of neutrons. There is oxygen 16, which has 8 neutrons, oxygen 17 with 9 neutrons, and oxygen 18 with 10 neutrons. All of them are still oxygen because only the neutron numbers are varying, not the proton numbers. Now you might get this question, do different isotopes have different chemical properties? No, they don't. The number of electrons and the exchange of electrons determine the chemical properties of an element. All the isotopes have the same number of protons and electrons. Only the neutron number is changing, which means there'll be no effect on the chemical properties. The only difference in different isotopes would be the atomic mass because the number of neutrons are varying. So either you're having more particles or less particles, which will affect the um, mass of the isotopes. So what do you think is the atomic mass over here? Is this atomic mass for a specific isotope? No, it isn't. There are three isotopes for oxygen, and this atomic mass is known as the relative atomic mass. It is kind of like the average of the mass of the three isotopes. This is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to our channel, like the video, comment down your thoughts and doubts.